gaaw na te yomb na 2020 census bi nag du la jël ay waxtu yu bari pour nga jekkali ko kon nag na nga fexe ñu compter la yow ak say njaboot.
Supersonics Money Transfer is giving you an unbeatable offer this Tobaski. Your family and friends can now send you monies from the whole of Europe, US, Canada, and Switzerland for absolutely free. Yes! This Tobaski, enjoy our safe, fast, reliable, and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia at zero transfer charges. So your family and friends wouldn't have to worry about transfer charges when sending you monies from Europe, USA, Canada, and Switzerland this Tobaski. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. Support your own. Tobaski just got better with Supersonics Money Transfer.
Everybody ñu leen di dalanaat ak jàmm rek fii si Gambian Talents TV fu mu toll nii nag gis nañ ne pour nekk si biti doon na loo xamante ne métti na torop ngir mbas bi nga xam ne mooy COVID-19 gis nañ ne nag jamono juñ toll nii li nga xam ne mooy amounts of debt yoo xamante ne ñu ngi koo xam am si biir dëkk bi far naa yokk torop te affaire si bu mu takar naa see gis nañ ne kenn génnut pour dem def li nga xam ne mooy burial si but the Red Cross people did the sacrifice and volunteered to go outside and do the burials for people, which is a very huge sacrifice for the community. But nag pour ñu am lu ñu reer si biir xibaar yi foog ñu génn ci biti jàkkaarloo ak ñi nga xam ne ñoo koy def ñu waxtaan ak ñoom ñu mun ñoo wax li nga xam ne ñu ngi koo def pour mun a make sure that things are successful. Your name, please?
My name is Abu Badaw.
Okay.
The head of disaster management and food security of the Gambia Red Cross.
Thank you very much. In this period of COVID-19 inside the Gambia, we have seen that it's been something very serious going on, and we happen to see that the amount of people dying is increasing each and every day. So what is the role of the Red Cross in this COVID-19 in the Gambia?
Okay, overall, the Red Cross is playing different roles. Primarily, one of those roles is SDB, we call it Safe and Dignified Burial, which is purely designated to the Gambia Red Cross. And also globally, it's also the area of responsibility of the Red Cross. But also, we are into what we call risk communication, and we are also doing contact tracing and also surveillance exercise. And we are also providing humanitarian service, other livelihood activity, like we provide cash for most vulnerable families that are affected by the COVID. These are the roles that the Red Cross is doing so far.
Okay, in all those roles, we have seen that those things are the things that are easy to do in the Gambia currently. So can you please tell us some of the challenges that you people are facing in helping?
For the safe and dignified burial, we are facing a couple of challenges now because the communities could not understand the rationale and the idea behind safe and dignified burial. The main purpose of safe and dignified burial is to break the chain of communication, break the chain of infection. That's the main purpose. For example, if your loved one is tested positive of COVID-19, and what we want to break is other family members should not be infected because their loved one succumbed to COVID-19. So we break that chain of contamination. That's the essence of SDB. And the challenges we're facing now is from the communities. We normally do what we call community engagement and accountability before any burial. We'll call the family members here. We'll agree on the ritual rites, the burial rites. If it is a Muslim, they will tell us all the rites according to Islam and according to their culture. If it is Christian, they will also tell us all the rights and all the religious rights to bury. So we make sure we follow all these things in our burial. But we are facing a couple of challenges now. Communities are saying, no, we are burying their people wrongly, and so on and so forth. But we are making them to understand, and then we are also changing our strategy. And the strategy is now we are including the family members themselves into the burial. If they want to wash the body, we dress them in the PPEs and we guide them how to wash the body. If they want to do the burial, we identify 4 other members of their family members that we would also put in the PPE, and they would help, we'll guide them to do the burial. So this is the process now we are doing, and so that people will not misconstrue to say we are burying people that are not their family members. In fact, some of them are saying, how can we be sure that you are burying our family member? We have to open this body bag to see whether it's our loved one or not. And some are even saying that we are selling these parts, human parts. Oh my God, these are serious misconceptions that people are sitting out there and talking about, which is baseless. It has no evidence of what they are saying.
In that case, we have happened to see that the number of deaths is increasing. Recently, the number of deaths we have was 16 deaths, and the burial was all done by the Red Cross people as expected. So, are we expecting more deaths, or we are expecting it to reduce?
To be honest with you, the number of people that we buried from last week Tuesday, 7 days period, to yesterday Tuesday, amount to 31. And not all of these are COVID positive patients. It's both confirmed positive and suspected. It's about 31. But the number of dates that we bury is more than 31. I'm just telling you the 7 days period, from last Tuesday to yesterday Tuesday. It's about 31 bodies that we bury, including those that are positive, confirmed positive, and those that are suspected. Now, how we go about this, because once somebody dies in the community, we'll be called to move the body from the community to the mortuary. And then the Minister of Health will do the sample collection for testing. For some families, they don't wait for the results to come out to know whether it's positive or negative. And in that case, they will come here, we will discuss with them so that we can bury the person as suspected COVID, even though the result is not out, to prevent the communication, the transmission line. What if we allow them to bury their body on the usual way of burying, and then the results comes out to be positive? Then many people would have had a contact with the body. So this is what we are preventing. So now, all those that are suspected and those that are confirmed, we try to bury them through the SDB process, so that we are sure that nobody is going to be at risk of getting the virus. Yes.
Even though in the Gambia, COVID-19, we are expecting it to increase, while we are taking measures to see that it is reducing, because not everybody is taking the measures for it to be stopped. So what is the capacity that you people are having regarding this mass burial that you people are doing? What is your capacity? Do you think that if the condition happens to increase, you people will be able to cope with the situation?
We will require support for sure. We have the human resources that can be available to this service. We have a volunteer cohort, which is a number that we can leverage on to make sure that this action is done. But we would need support in terms of logistics, because safe and dignified burial requires a lot of logistics. Everybody that is to be buried by the SDB team will require 2 vehicles to do this exercise. The vehicle that is going to transport the body with the SDB team, that's one vehicle. The supervisor and also the spraying teams also would use another vehicle, because we don't want them to be mixed with those that are at high risk, those that have a contact with the body. So each body primarily would go with 2 vehicles, and all these vehicles would need fuel. They would need human resources to provide these services to one body. So if the situation escalates more than the current momentum, obviously we would need support, both in terms of human resources and also in terms of logistics, particularly fleets. That would help us to do this exercise.
So
currently, in fact, we are struggling very well. Sometimes we do 5 burial a day, 4 burial a day, 6 burial. Some of the burials will go in tonight because there is no choice. But if you look at the SDB protocols, all the burials should happen in the daytime to allow visibility and interaction, open interaction with the body. But we are doing it in the dark because we have no choice. Because the mortuaries, as we are told, are full to capacity, and we need to decongest the mortuaries. Yes.
So currently, as at now, the clothes that you people use, also that's the gears that you people use to make sure that you do the SDB. How do you use that clothes?
The PPEs are provided by the Ministry of Health to us. And these are protective gears that use. Of course, they are very hot. You cannot stay in the PPEs for a longer period. And that's why before the burial, they will prepare the body, they will wash the body, they will put the body in the body bag, and then from there the teams will put on the PPEs. And they will just move to the burial ground to do the burial so that they will not stay in the PPE for that long. So it's the Minister of Health that is providing PPEs for these services. Yeah.
We came to realize that if anybody or anyone is doing something, you have a feeling inside you. So you people doing a lot of sacrifice to make sure that these SDB are done. When doing it, what feeling do you people have?
This is not the first time of us doing this. In the late Jola, I'll just take you back to the late Jola. Probably you are young. That was in 2000, I think.
Oh.
Red Cross, to be a volunteer is a passion. People love doing it. And they are doing it without requesting for any payment or any remuneration. But whatever comes by their way, we accept it because we are working within the fundamental principles, 7 fundamental principles of humanitarian operations. So for sure, we have insurance cover for all of them. All these 100 volunteers that we'll be using for these COVID operations. We have an insurance cover for all of them through our International Federation insurance brokers. But also, these people have the passion to volunteer to support. Let me tell you, even if everybody is not coming out to support, you will see the Red Cross people coming out. Even if the bullets are flying, you will see these young boys and girls coming out to support because they have the passion. They feel this is what they can do best to support their nation. So that's the reason. There is a passion that is moving them upward. Of course, the risk is there. We know about it. There is a risk factor, a higher risk factor for that matter. But yet still, the passion is pushing them to support the nation.
So when you people are doing this, do you feel safe?
That's why we are using all the protective measures. In the Gambia Red Cross, we have what we call the scenario-based planning. And based on our scenario-based, we also have what we call the SOPs. At every level of our operations, there are certain protocols that each and everyone want to follow. Everyone should follow. And if situation evolves from level 1 to level 2, we make sure we follow our scenario plan. What actions have we identified to address that particular scenario? So we have already with us. And also we have what we call the protocols that these volunteers follow to make sure that none of us catches the disease. But what is important to note is since we started this operation, still none of us is tested positive. None. None of the Gambia Red Cross volunteers is positive. Because I'm not going to say it's only because of our scenarios or our protocols, no. That could be a contributing factor, but probably they have been used to do this several years ago, and they know how to go about it. Yeah.
So, is the public or the communities that you people are operating with cooperating with you people?
Thank God we are receiving a lot of commendation from the public of the Gambia. But here and there we also receive some discouraging moments, but that's a lesson to learn. The challenges we are facing, we are using them as a lessons to learn. We are all in the learning curve, because Gambia never experienced such kind of a humanitarian catastrophe like this COVID. We have been doing simple emergency here and there. We just jumped firefight and it's at the end. But this magnitude, this is the first of this kind. And it's become a COVID, a learning curve for every Gambian, including the Gambian, of course, with all the international experiences we have. But yet still, bringing those international experiences back to the Gambia, you have to make sure that it is accepted and encouraged by the Gambian processes and systems. So the challenge is now, what do we find in the Gambia to accommodate these international experiences and processes, to make sure that we work these COVID-19 operations good, better for all of us. That's the challenge that the Gambia is even facing. It's a learning for everybody, but also accommodating the good new innovation and initiatives from different people. It's becoming a challenge. And then, as I said, it's a learning curve. Everybody is learning through it. And then, at the end of the COVID, I think the country would sit down to do a lessons learned, to know what did we do better and how can we do it better next time when we are into a similar situation.
Okay, so according to your talk, you have said it clear, these are challenges that you face with the cooperation of the public. So if I may ask you, what are the cooperations that you expect from the communities?
We expect communities to be open and to provide the conducive environment for the Red Cross volunteers that are doing this daunting task, and also to be open to them and give them the required information regarding their loved ones. It's not easy when you lost your loved one. We all know it's very difficult. But the proper information that you share would save you as the loved one, and also us as the Red Cross, because we are all into this together, and we need to come together to fight this disease. The better, the accurate the information, the better services is provided. The more distorted the information is, the more you risk every other person that is involved in that exercise. And Gambians should be open enough to give the information as much accurate as possible. Not only for the community, even for the government, even for the Red Cross. We should come out to tell the citizenry what is the right information about COVID. In fact, getting information, correct information, is even a pillar, number one pillar of addressing a particular scenario or a situation. So this is my message to the community. Let us be open, let us accommodate. It's not easy to lose your loved one, but sharing good information and accurate information is a pillar to help address this COVID-19.
Thank you very much, sir, for making things clear.
Thank you so very much.
Waa asalaamaaleykum askan bi mbooloo mi ñu leen di dalalaat ak jaama rek fii si Gambian Talents TV fu mu toll nii nag ñoo ko gisandoor ambas bi nga xam ne mooy coronavirus nag xool naa limbe dëkk bi waaye tamit mu ngi yokk tamit di amounts of deaths yoo xamante ne mu ngi am ñii nga gis ni ñoo nekk Red Cross team boo xamante ne dañ déggee na si biti pour dem fu mu géej places yi ak tamit dem si burial so ñu ñoo gis ni tey dañ jógee si ay burial suul ay doomi aadama yoo xamante ne nag génn nañ àdduna mbokk yi foog naa li nga gis ni mun naa tax bañ mun a gëm ne mbas bii nga xam ne mooy COVID-19 mu ngi fii si biir réewi Gambia fu mu toll nii nag gis nañ things si num takarnaase gis nañ affaire si num métier doomi aadama yaa ngi génn àdduna kon nag foog naa ne ku taxaw nga ne lii di coronavirus nekkul di am si dëkk bi war nga koo xalaataat bu baax. waa askan bi ñoo ko gisandoor foog naa ne nag fu mu toll nii weddi gis bokk ci kanka nag ñoo ko gisal suñ bopp gis nañ ne ñi nga xam ne ñoo taxaw ni dañ jógee suñ ñoo xamante ne dañ génn àdduna comme nag is high time ñu teg measures yoo xamante ne tegal nañ ñu ko ba pare tamit ñu gëm ne mbas bi nga xam ne mooy covid 19 am na ma delluwaat rek di leen ñaan di leen ñaax pour ngeen delluwaat ci raxas loxoy ak sol face mask yoo xamante ne government tegoon nañ ko pour ñu koy def pour ñu mun a aar suñ bopp si mbas bi di coronavirus. waa mbokk yi si àdduna ba rawatina nag fii si réewi Gambia gis nañ coono bi nga xam ne ñi nga xam ne ñooy Red Cross ñu ngi koo jànkuwanteel pour make sure ne niiw yi nga xam ne gaañu nañ ñu mun leen a jox a safe burial ba ñoo xamante ne ñu ngi si biti wala ñoo xamante ne ñoo leen moom duñ mun a am si mbas bi di covid 19 kon doo gis nañ coono bi nga xam ne ñu ngi see dal di fumigate moto di fumigate bagage yi ak nu ñuy solo ak nu ñuy summi ko pour make sure ne community bi ñu ngi safe kon I believe ne it's high time with all this ñu gëm ne mbas bi doon na loo xamante ne dëgg la ba pare nag ñu toog suñ kër yi képp koo xamante ne rek amuloo loo xamante ne soxla bu rëy la bu laa tax a génn sa biir kër kon na fa na it's high time for stay home stay safe ba pare ñu respect rules and regulations yi nga xam ne nguur gi tegal nañu ko pour ñu mun a aar suñ boppa si mbas bi
Supersonics Money Transfer is giving you an unbeatable offer this Tabaski. Your family and friends can now send you monies from the whole of Europe, US, Canada, and Switzerland for absolutely free. Yes! This Tabaski, enjoy our safe, fast, reliable, and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia at zero transfer charges. So your family and friends wouldn't have to worry about transfer charges when sending you monies from Europe, USA, Canada, and Switzerland this Tabaski. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. Support your own. Tabaski just got better with Supersonics Money Transfer.
gaaw na te yomb na 2020 census bi nag du la jël ay waxtu yu bari